Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you're watching. Sandy and I thought we would both do this together because it's like a little bonus thing. Because Sandy really meant to tell you yesterday, but I talked too long. I don't know, there's nothing wrong with talking too long. Life is short, so talk long. There's the light. It's a nice light. So here we are. We're going to tell you Sandie Mom's serendipitous moment. I didn't have time to look if any of you answered. What was your serendipitous moment? And all the other questions I asked. I hope you did. But thank you. Sandie Mom got 2 more subs. Yay! Thank you. She's so happy. Yes, I am very happy. Thank you very much for my 2 new subs. We're climbing slowly, then maybe we'll get there to 1,000, well, 1,100 maybe, just in case people drop off, but hope they won't. I just feel that I could breathe a little, that maybe I'll be able to monetize, because as you all know, if you've been around, things just keep going wrong and wrong and wrong. And yes, money does make happiness, because I will be happy if I can get a fridge, because mine doesn't work, and fix my stove, washer and dryer, water, I don't know, a whole list of crapola. But for now, let's go on with the rest of the story. Yeah, I'm so excited. I don't know, I want to tell you, but maybe Sandie Mom should tell you, because, she's the one that had that happy moment. My happy moment was that I did the whole video all by myself. Can you imagine little me? Little me, and Sandie Mom's going to let me stay around and do other videos. Won't that be fun? Yay! Fun. That's what life's about. Have some fun. Okay? Well, hopefully some of you have put down your... Now, Alfie made me forget the word. Serendipitous moment. It's something good that happened. Unexpected. Just thought we'd once a week have some happiness, some positivity. Because, boy, we need it. The world is just continuing to collapse. There's barely any of the videos I used to watch I couldn't even watch anymore, because they make things that probably aren't going to happen scare you, and that's not good. No, not good. Don't listen to that kind of stuff. It's not good. Because probably they get more, they get more views when they do that. They put on this the front picture. What's it called? But anyhow, the front picture, which mine will be Alfie! Yes, Alfie, I know, it'll be you. Maybe your light. There's your light. But anyhow, they put a catchy line, or what's it called? What's that thing called? Can't think of it. Can you think of it, Alfie? Oh yeah, when they put down the title, but it's not really true. What's that thing called? I don't know, Alfie. I can't think of it right now. It's oh yeah, clickbait. Yeah, but we don't do that. That's not nice. I don't like that. A lot of people do it. And how do we make this just sound, sound kind of lost its oomph, because I wanted the next day, but it's okay. Sorry, Sandie Mom. Oh no, don't be sorry. My goodness, I talk so much all the time, and then I get off the topic and everything, so don't you worry, okay? You are a good Alfie. Where's my finger? I'm going to say. Good Alfie. Don't you worry. You did a good job, Alfie, okay? No worrying. Okay, Sandie Mom. Thank you. I had a lot of fun. Alright, so like Alfie said, I had a horrible day, my gosh, and it continues on, and I gotta deal with that today, and I got so much to deal with today. I tell you, this adulting stuff is just, it's not like I haven't done it my whole entire life, which I have. which I have. My mom left me home alone when I was 5 years old, maybe even 4, I don't remember. So I had to be an adult at an early age. But this kind of stuff, you know, when you got to deal with bills and everything, and bills go up and everything goes up, and, oh, I don't know. It's just too much. But when you're an adult, you got to deal with it. So anyhow, I was having a really rotten day. I believe it was Friday. I know this may be confusing because I and Alfie were talking about, like, what day, like, the video that you watched on Saturday was the video I taped on Friday, and Sunday was the video I taped on Saturday, and Monday, which is today, is a video I'm taping Monday, because that's how it turned out. Didn't sleep well. I had a horrible headache. My gosh, it was terrible, terrible headache. So anyhow, I'll tell you my story, hopefully in less than 25 minutes. But please tell me, how many minute vlogs do you enjoy? I mean, if I don't know, I'm just wasting your and my time, and I don't want to do that. So tell me, what kind? Like, I like long videos, not too long. Like, there's a young couple with a baby, and she does like an hour, a little over an hour. It's a little too much, but you know, about 45 to 50 minutes. I enjoy those, even when people are just sitting down and having a chit chat. That's just me. The short ones, like some people put 2 minutes and 18 seconds. That's just like stuffing it in. You're just doing a video to do a video. I mean, if they're shorts, that's one thing, because shorts are not as long. But a regular vlog, that's me. How about you, Alfie? What do you like? I like it all of it, any kind. I just love it. I really do. I love your videos, Sandie Mom. I just wish people would subscribe and write down some comments. Because I know Sandie Mom loves to get letters. You know how snail mail, but since we don't have that anymore, when you comment, it's like snail mail, okay? You know what I mean? Yeah, you made a good point there, Alfie. Okay, so I think Alfie explained all that. Well, some things I just can't tell you that I have to do because they're legal kind of things. And, you know, you sometimes just can't talk about those things. So anyhow, it was a terrible, horrible day. The weather was bad. We have so much ice and snow, and my track where I live in hasn't been plowed this last. Well, they must have plowed it once, or else I won't be able to get out of the driveway. But anyhow, and I forgot to call my plow guy because in my driveway it must have snowed because there's more snow, but it's so icy. It's so icy. See, I'm already off track. Go backwards. Okay, so anyhow, things like that, you know, I have to put the salt down. The salt, it doesn't work, but, you know, I figure it's better than nothing, right? Put some down yesterday evening before you know, the sun went down, just because I don't like to go out when it's dark, not even out in front of my house, because it gets colder. So I put that down. I'll have to put some salt. I should probably put some salt every day, like in the pathway and the porch at least, because, you know, it's just too slippery. So anyhow, you know, doing the regular adulting stuff, paying bills, stressing about bills that were left to me that were his, and, you know, all that kind of crap, and, you know, worrying that when I can't get to my doctors, but yet, you know, the crap. But anyhow, thanks to the 2 new subscribers. If you want to introduce yourself, I would love that. Oh yeah, that'd be so nice if you want to introduce yourself. Maybe say where you're from. Yeah. But you don't have to. Nope, you don't have to do that at all if you don't want to. Right, you don't have to do it, but we don't get to see who subscribed. Well, I don't know. If they're a public subscriber, then you can, well, I can see it. I don't know if you can see it. I think you can too, but I don't even have, on this phone, this drugstore phone, I don't even have a YouTube studio on here. And I can't load it because these drugstore phones do not have enough memory space. I don't know. Why am I talking about this? Okay. Maybe I'm trying to build it up because maybe you won't think it was special. I think it was very special. So anyhow, here I go. So this was toward the end of the day when I got, when I got to the grocery store, because I wasn't able to get out for about 9 days. For sure 9 days, because of the snow, the ice, everything. Oh my gosh. We still have tons of snow because it doesn't get over freezing. Freezing's 32. It's got to get over that, and that's Fahrenheit. And the sun has to shine, and not the sun behind the clouds, because the sun behind the clouds with single digits or sub-zero is not going to melt it. So still a mess, but anyhow, just the snow itself and the ice and the slippery roads and everything, that's enough to make a bad day. But I just was having a bad night, the bad day before, just, you know how my life is. That's why I thought of, I want to try to make a thing where once a week I try to find something special that happened, something unexpected that happened, something that made me happy. And I'd like you to share yours too, if you want. If not, you don't have to. Okay, Sandie Mom, we're waiting. Please tell us. Okay. Okay, Alfie. I know you're anxious to find out what it is. Yes, I am, because you did not even tell me yet. No, I didn't. I was gonna have you do it, but I thought, no, let's work together. That makes me happy. Does it make you happy, Alfie? Oh, yes, working together, togetherness. It makes you not that lonely, right? I like it when we work together. Do you all like it when we work together? I don't know. Let's see if someone answers that. Okay, so anyhow, I went to the grocery store over farther away because I was, I had to go to lab. That's right, I had to go to lab. And the lab wasn't there. Can you imagine? It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah, forgot about that thing. So let's say that was a cherry on the sundae that I didn't have. But anyhow, it's like the lab is gone. Oh no. But luckily I knew they had other labs in the area. So I drove to another lab, and this one's kind of complicated to get to it. Every time I went there, it's just the way they had, I don't know, whoever was the architect. Well, I don't know, the person who did the road part of that wouldn't be the architect. I don't know, but anyhow, they weren't thinking straight. Definitely not straight, because that road is so complicated. If you go the wrong way, you're going to be going in the do not enter way. And they should have a sign up that says do not enter. It would really help. But anyhow, so after the lab, I thought, well, I'm by this other grocery store at the other end, not my usual one. No, it was my usual one. Never mind. After the lab, I went to the grocery store. That's right. I was going to go to the other one, but I thought, no, I'm right here anyhow, so I'm just going to go there. So I went. I didn't get much because this is a bad time of year for me with bills and all, and I'll tell you the rest of the story with that problem with the new thing that's happening. But anyhow, so I go and I get some what? I bet you can guess what I bought. Can you guess? I say guess, and next time we can see, but I don't know. People aren't talking. Why aren't you talking, everyone? Come on, write some comments down. Yeah, it'll make Sandie Mom and me very, very happy, okay? Happy. Please make us happy. Okay, Alfie, okay. Calm down. So anyhow, so I bought cans of soup, bag of potatoes, carrots, I don't remember. Not a lot of stuff. So, maybe if I remember, I'll do a haul. I have some hauls I could do. But anyhow, so it wasn't that much, but it was, I bought a can of tuna fish, a can of chicken in a can. I would have much rather bought it's called grilled chicken slices, something like that. But, nowhere to put it, because, that was my finger, sorry. They, it didn't work out the way, well, a friend told me to, I'll do it another time, the story, but it didn't work, and I lost some food, of course. So, anyhow, more bad. Let's get to the good part. Yeah, I'm waiting, so is everyone else, okay? Okay. So anyhow, I was at the grocery store, and I go on one of those little scooter things because of when my leg gets bad, it's very hard. It hurts so bad to walk on it. So it takes much quicker if I go in one of those. And so I got the stuff. Yeah, because it was my store, because I once went to the farthest store where I haven't been in I don't know how many years. 15? And I don't know where anything is in that store. So I went to mine, got the stuff, got in line. You have to find a wider line because these scooter things, oh my God, there was my GERD attacking me again. The scooter things are pretty wide, so, oh my God, my GERD, I hope you didn't hear that. Goodness gracious. So anyhow, I was in line behind one person, and then when that person was just about done, while I was putting my stuff on the conveyor belt, there was another person behind me. So I put the stuff there and get the little, the little stick thing that you put between orders. I don't know if it's a stick thing. It's a thing. It's probably like the size of a ruler, maybe 18 inches, and then you put it between orders. So anyhow, then I always ask when she's like halfway through, what's the amount so far. Sometimes I'm like thinking, oh my gosh. Then I usually have to put stuff back. But this time my order wasn't that big, so I thought, okay, maybe I'll actually be able to get what I put in my order. So anyhow, I'm going to look, I had to do half on my debit card and half on the cash because I had to go get my medicine, and it's terrible. I went to pick up my medicines and finally wrote the one that I needed for my GERD and my the esophageal spasm and all that. So all together, that and the other medicines I take, let's see, it was, hold on a minute, I gotta think. Oh yeah, 320. I'm like, what? How can that be? That would be, that's wrong. I says, my medicine, the highest it could be is $50. It's $5, $10, and $15, the copays. So, it was $170 for that medicine. I'm like, no, I've had it before. It's not $170. So I said, well, I won't be able to take it. I can't get it. So I thought, after all this time, asking and asking, because it does help my GERD and all the top part of my GI issues. So that was disappointing. So I had to get the other stuff, and that came to, how much was that? Let's see. Oh, yeah, 70. Which I wasn't counting on that either, but I had to have, I had to pick and choose. And I would always hear when, older people have to pick between food and medicine. Well, that was me. That was me, because when I went to the drugstore, was in the grocery store. No, it wasn't. It was a different one. But anyhow, so I knew I had to go to the grocery store, so then that's why, obviously, I didn't have that kind of money anyhow. So I didn't get the one that I really needed, but it doesn't matter. If I just got that, I didn't have 170, because like I said, this time of year is really bad for bills. So anyhow, that's why I didn't get a lot of things, just a few. And then, like I said, I had my debit card in my hand, and I was going to find my cash, and all of a sudden, the guy behind me said something. And I thought, uh-oh, he's going to say I'm taking too long or something. I don't know what he would say. So I found a lot of people in the grocery store aren't very happy. Yeah, I noticed that too, Sandy. You know that, Sandy, Mom? I don't know. Why are they so mean? They shouldn't be mean. Why are people mean? I don't know, Alfie. It's just the world, You go in the grocery store and everything costs so much. I don't know. So anyhow, I turned around, and it's very hard because of my aches and pains and all. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. And then he said something about January and bills or something. I thought, oh gosh, I like to watch when they're scanning to make sure they don't double scan. They did once. Oh my God. They not only doubled, they quadrupled it. So I don't want to be rude. So then he kind of puts his hand like, I don't know, I won't be able to do it here, like this, like you can't, like that. Something like that. I can't explain it. Yeah, he kind of like, don't worry about it, that kind of thing. And I said, excuse me, I didn't hear what you said. And he said, then I really paid attention. So we were pretty far from, the front of the scooter thing to where he was. But anyhow, He said, I paid all my bills for January. I'm all set. So I'm going to take care of your groceries. I almost... Sandie Mom almost fainted. She couldn't believe what she's hearing. In fact, she said, I'm sorry, what? He said he wants to pay for Sandie Mom's groceries. And I said, oh my goodness, why would you do that? And then he repeated again. He said, all my bills are paid for. Therefore, I would like to pay it forward to you. And I thought, wow, that's what I say in my videos. Pay it forward if you can. There's a perfect example. Does he watch my videos? I don't know. Probably not. But it was, oh, my heart was so happy. I felt so blessed. And I thought, wow, this doesn't happen to me. So I thanked him very much. He said, don't worry about it. People should help people in the world. And I said yes, and I told him how that I used to do something like this once a year, but lately I haven't been able to do it, so I really appreciate it because it feels good on this side. I'm usually on the other side like you, and I had tears rolling down my face. Yes, she did. Because when Sandie Mom is happy, she has tears. There's happy tears and sad tears. And Sandie Mom has happy tears. Yeah, I did. And I was just like, and it was the end of the day. I went on so many errands and did whatever I had to do. I was so tired. So I wanted to go over and give him a hug. Of course, he was like so tall. My gosh, this man was tall. So I figured I'd probably be, I don't know, just a little above his belly button if I gave him a hug. So I thought, oh, well, I'm sure he could feel through my voice my gratitude. My happiness for my serendipitous, of course I'd have to screw it up when I'm saying it. Take two. For Sandie Mom's serendipitous moment that she's sharing with you. Yes, and it just changed the whole day of all the other, the talking to the bill collectors, going to the lab that wasn't there. Oh yeah, and I don't know if I said it or Alfie said it. There was a water main break, so I think we talked about it. I don't know if I loaded that video, but anyhow, that was a whole hour of a disaster, which I thought I'd be late for the lab because there was no way to go through there. So pretty much all that bad, it all turned good for Sandie Mom. A pay it forward really helped. Yes, it erased all that bad, and I had such a good thought and such a good feeling, and gosh, you have no idea, because I had got gas the other day in my car. I only had put $24 in. Yeah, because it costs so much, our gas. But I don't drive that much, so it was enough. Well, not really. I don't know. I'm not going to put it in the universe. No. We're going to keep it there. Yeah, so anyhow, just like the man that Sandie Mom once bought a coffee for, one Christmas for him and his wife. That's what I usually do. I go to McDonald's a few days before Christmas Eve or on Christmas Eve day if they're open, and I'll tell you another day. Not to keep you on a ledge waiting, but this is too long again. I know, Sandie Mom. My video was long too. Don't worry about it. It's a nice story. Oh, thank you, Alfie. So anyhow, I just felt really good. It was just very, wow. Just wow. I felt so blessed. I really did. So that was my serendipitous moment. The stranger paid for my groceries. And you know what strangers are? They are just friends we haven't met yet. They sure are. So I was very, very grateful. Yes, she was. She kept thanking him. And he kept with his hand. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Just enjoy. That really made my day. So that was my happiness. So do you have any stories like that? Did that ever happen? Or anything that happened, anything positive. It could be from your childhood, whatever. Just share some. So I'm going to try on Saturday since nobody's answering my question. I'm going to try on Saturdays to do Serendipitous Moments, and hopefully I could find something to share. And you will too. Or hopefully you will. I'm not saying like you will too, you have to. Just if you want to, that would be great. So the questions are still out there. How long videos would you like me to make? And do you like when I'm in Sandie Mom's videos? I do, but if you don't, you can say no, it's okay. So for now, don't forget to subscribe, please. The two new subscribers Sandie Mom got, she told me about. I was so happy. She was happy. She had happy tears down her face. Pay it forward if you can. And be the reason someone smiles today. Thanks for watching. Hugs to all of you, and I hope you like my story. And I'm so sorry that, I couldn't get out the day I wanted to. But it doesn't matter. At the end, it all works out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe you'll answer my questions. If you don't, I'll just keep pushing through and just keep seeing by the subs. If people like it, I guess that's what I gotta go by. That maybe some people will answer, but you don't have to, of course. So I hope you like this video, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. It looks nice. There's a little bit of sun outside here, but my car is so frozen. I should actually go check, because I try to start my car every day, but when you can't get in, you can't start it, because when you have an old car, you got to start it. Otherwise, well, let's not put any negativity in this day. Well, let's try not to. Thanks for watching, and hugs to all of you. Yes, hugs from me too. A lot of hugs, okay? Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye.